India Charlie Hotel. And my QTH is a little town called Monticello, or Monticello if you prefer the Italian pronunciation. It's located about 200 kilometers south of Chicago, down in the farmland area of the state. So how things in your end, Frank? Go ahead.
Okay, hello. Just jumped in the shack, getting myself comfortable. Hope everybody's well. And yeah, we're on 17 metre band, so hello everybody in YouTube land. Greetings, welcome. Greetings to any shortwave listeners that are jumping on board, and all radio amateurs from the shack of M0YKS. Coming at you live and direct from Italy, Oscar 93 in Yorkshire, England. So right now I've got the HF radio on. Been a busy day. I've been riding the motorcycle. So yeah, it's been a good day. So I just jumped on. I haven't seen much radio today. I was on a bit earlier, first thing, and then been out. So plenty of oxygen, fresh air. Feeling a bit tired. So I hope you're doing well. We're having a lovely bank holiday weekend if you're in the UK, and we'll have to see what the bands are like. I think the bands are in pretty great shape. Well, not bad anyway. And good evening to John on 5JFS Early Bird. I'm actually looking for a bit of a pass. Let's have a quick look. Maybe try that one, possibly if you're about for that one. That's going to be coming up. Level 3. So we'll see whether or not we can do anything. In the meantime, just going to play around and see what we can get coming in.
No problem at all. And I think I'm gonna get on out of here myself here.
So I'll have to keep an eye on that one.
It's almost.
I'll switch over to the 847.
5:13 in the PM. So,
it's 2, 6, and 7. Okay, that one's number 3. Good evening to the Ham Radio Junkie G0 Fox Echo Alpha. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. I'm just having a look at the birds and see what we can do. So that one, we're going to be total 3. So what you're saying, 2 is a better option. Let's have a look. Okay, so we'll be set up for Table satellite number 2, and then I've got a Blaster JO97, which is an SSB bird, and then we've got, let's have a look, RS44, all within the next hour. So that looks like we might have a few satellites to have a mess around with if you're interested in that. Right now I'm just on the shortwaves, the ham radio, amateur radio bands, and I'm currently looking at 18 megahertz, which we call 17 meters. So there's 1 or 2 DX coming in. This guy's got a good signal.
1400 watts. Antenna's a 3-element Yagi at about 55 feet. So that's the story on this end, Frank. You got a good signal, no problem. There were just a couple other people that called in there at the same time you did. Good.
Yeah, hi Keith. I know we've been friends for a while on the net, so nice to see you in there, mate. Hope all is well your way. Just looking at the chat, by the way. So yeah, if you're going to jump on the live stream, why not say hi on the chat? And if you want to ask any questions, if I notice what you ask, I'll try my best to answer. So I'm going to be coming at you rather casual tonight. Like I said, I've been out all day on the old classic Kawasaki. Historic bike. Officially historic now, so no MOT or tax required. So yeah, I've been on a motorcycle rally. Or a run out at least. It was good fun. So yeah, hello to Morecambe. How you doing there, buddy? M7 Romeo Foxtrot Sierra. Nice to see you on the live chat. Good evening. I'm just flicking between these 2 stations.
Okay, Roger.
And keeping an eye on the satellite.
Thanks again for getting with me in here today.
And probably have to try a little bit of all sorts tonight.
My name is Chuck, by the way.
This band is quite nice, 17 meters.
And I am located here in Virginia, about 80 kilometers south of Washington,
So
D.C.
some big signals coming in from Virginia.
Back to you there, my friend. Let me turn it over to you. Golf 4, Romeo United Whiskey Uniform 9 Papa.
Nice. So yeah, if you're just jumping on board, it's the late night DX. Coming at you from Yorkshire, England, hoping to get one or two long distance contacts in the log. And I'm M0YKS, go by the name of Simon. I think most of you know that, but if you're new, thanks for joining us. If you're a new subscriber, thanks very much indeed. Hope you enjoy what you're getting right now, which is a bit of a live stream. And we tend to do this on a Sunday, so hope you're enjoying it so far.
Yeah, copy that there, Roger. Oh, thanks for the nice report there. I got you in here about a 5'7".
Yeah, I'll get the pleasantries out of the way. I'm my buddy John, 101 blog. Hope all is well your way, mate. And also hello to Nathan W. I'm glad you caught us live.
Yeah, anyway, Roger, yeah,
I'll probably try a little bit of 40 metres in a little while. I noticed 80 is open as well. And also, good evening to London City Events. All is well this side, buddy. Hope all is well on your side. So I'm just checking out this station with a nice signal. I'm full of adrenaline from the old motorcycle ride. Probably fall down in a minute and start snoozing. So I can hear a station working close by there. Let's investigate that one. So I'll have a quick listen around, see what's coming in. Oh, I'm liking the kangaroos. Not quite getting why, but I'm liking it. I did feel that Kawasaki I was on earlier was a bit kangaroo-ish at first, till it warmed up. But then it was good.
Okay, Tango India 5, Texas India 5, DM 5.
So we've got a bit of, I think that's Central America. Nice signal either way, but we're working a bit close to that stateside station. Let's have a quick snoop down. So yeah, one or two coming in on the DX. Just going to make that a bit bigger for myself. That's it. Yeah, we're looking for the lucky charm. So we're on the late night DX. So that's on the back of the antenna. Sierra 52 Whiskey, always a good signal. So a bit of digital mode down there. I'm just going to see if we can find any beacons. Just out of curiosity. So yeah, if you're interested in DX, quite often check out the bands for a beacon, which is usually a continuous transmission. That could be just someone doing CW from the sounds of it. But if you check out, looking for some of the beacons which are active on various frequencies, which we look up, there's a constant transmission, then you can work out if the band's open. Obviously we don't need it for tonight, we can tell just by the stations, but that's a good tip. Not well demonstrated there, but if you look up the beacons which are transmitting from various locations, and then for example on 28 megs are generally down say 285, 265, 28, 265, around that area. You hear a weak beacon, you know the band's open. It's quite interesting, and then you can decipher the call sign and find out where it's coming from. Another part of the hobby, if you're a shortwave listener. maybe you could look at the beacons for HF beacons. Hopefully you know what I'm on about there. Yep, we're looking for the sats, mate, don't worry. We've got a request coming in. It's a Sunday night request show with M0YKS at the controls. And we're waiting for this little bird here. This little birdie. That's why I'm not really engaging in too much chit chat on HF just yet.
Go ahead.
So we're going to get a couple of birdies coming in. And then we'll have a play at satellites. In the meantime, I'll have to bore you with this
Running the
DX.
ICOM 7700, Alpha 77 Sugar X-ray, 600 watts on Mosley tri-band, up 50 feet. What is my S? What's my,
Fair point with the FD8 being a useful thing for checking out DX. Can't argue with that. I notice every time I go on 12 metres there's a thick line of digital mode, as it is on most bands. So yeah, as its uses,
what's my power?
Definitely.
My estimator reading.
So yeah, the birds that are coming in right now from Morecambe, the questions coming in is going to be Tevil number 2. And that's coming in, let's have a quick look, better turn the radio on.
What is my,
So,
you're 5 by 7, 5
tell
by
you the
7.
frequencies.
What's my power?
So we'll be transmitting on 145.965 thereabouts, and receiving from 436.405ish. That's where the reception should start coming in. I'm currently listening on 4010. That's where the satellite reception is coming in at the minute, but it's off the range because that's getting corrected by the Doppler. So pretty much, I'll put the radio in view in a sec, but you can see it anyway on the screen. And we'll plug it in and get some space voices coming through with a bit of luck. Hopefully we'll get John and 5JFS.
Located in Queenstown, Maryland. Queenstown, Maryland, about 50 miles east of Washington, D.C. You're 5 by 9. Go ahead.
So Jimbo's here. Yeah, Jimbo. Just for you, mate, anyway. Good evening. Hello, Jimbo. Welcome. 73. Good evening. Greetings. The Winky Man is welcoming you to the show. Late night Sunday show. Any requests are welcome. So that's just for you, Jimbo. Hope you enjoyed that. So yeah, I'm just looking at the satellite. Yeah, the quack's pretty good actually, Jimbo. I must admit, I enjoyed it today. So let's have a quick look. These comments are a little bit quick for me tonight.
Fine business, Dave. Golf Whiskey 8, Whiskey Zulu Romeo, W3PAW. Again, we're running the ICOM 7700, Alpha 77 Sugar X-ray, 600 watts, Mosley tri-band, 50 feet. All of our 7.3s will catch you down the line. GW8, WZR, W3PAW. Echo 75, India Oscar. 7-3, QRZ, Whiskey 3, Papa Alpha Whiskey. Echo 75, India.
Yeah, greetings, Marco. Ciao, my friend. Let's read your comment.
Charlie, Papa, is it?
Yeah, well, I will certainly look forward to getting your antenna sorted. Italy United 0, Queen Victor Alpha from Rome. Hello, ciao, and thank you.
Mike 0, Zulu, Charlie, Papa, this is
so yeah, nice on the little beam from Morecambe.
Whiskey
Excellent.
3, Papa, Alpha, Whiskey, QSL.
And yeah, I think, yeah, no problem on the comments there. So if I miss a few, yeah, you got it, John. So I'm just going to get ready for this particular bird.
Your name.
Hopefully the audio is loud enough on the radio. I think it will be.
5 by 7, Chris. All of our 7.3s will catch you down the line. M0ZCP, W3PAW.
Nice signal. Mexico 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra.
Echo 75, India Oscar.
The Whiskey India Tango station.
So yeah, look at a nice signal.
Fine business, John. You're also 5 by 7 into Queenstown, Maryland. Fine business here. We'll say 7-3s, a bunch of stations are in there. We'll say all the best. We'll catch you down the
Sounds
log.
a bit of fun tomorrow,
Whiskey
Jimbo.
India Tango.
With the
W3PAW.
what we say, Northern, very nice. Mexico 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra.
7-3s, John. 7-3s. The Mexico 0 station again.
Yeah, thanks very much for pulling me out there. I think it's Paul. This is Simon. Mexico 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra. You're 5-9 plus 10. Beautiful signal.
Fine business, Simon. Mexico 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra. Nice signal over here. You're also 5 by 9 plus 5 at Queenstown, Maryland. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL. Well, thanks very much for the lovely report, and I'll let you carry on with the pile-up. Thanks for picking me up. Have a great weekend from M0YKS.
7-3, Simon. M0YKS. W3PAW. Whiskey 3 Papa Alpha Whiskey QRZ.
Echo 75, India Oscar.
Ending in Foxtrot. Ending in Foxtrot. Okay, Echo Uniform Foxtrot. What's the number? Mike 3, Echo Uniform Foxtrot, W3PAW. Thanks for the call. Name is Paul, located in Queenstown, Maryland. You're 5 by 8. Go ahead. Fine business, Glenn. We'll say all the best. 7-3. Thanks a lot for the call. We'll talk to you down the band. M0.
So yeah, I'm getting a bit of conversation,
W3PAW.
obviously. I may have to just sort out a technical issue upstairs involving Amazon Music. Little advertisement there, but yeah, unfortunately it's not working. So we're nearly there for a switch over. We've got 4 minutes left of the approach.
Put the automatic tuner here, but yeah, it seemed to me like they were much more broadbanded. EI2 HPB KN4SA.
So yeah, very nice. You can even hear the Irish station in there.
Que han hecho aquí por el Mediterráneo. Ok, bueno, también por arriba, también por el norte. Ok, Máximo. Pues nada, ahora en el siguiente cambio voy a hacer un giro a ver qué pasa. Ok, adelante, Maicero Hotel Alfa Oscar a 5HJV.
Right. Such as that. Let me look under a magnifier and sure enough.
No, it's hard to say. Anyway, just wanted to say hello. Good evening from Prince Edward Island.
Roger, 73 both. Bye-bye.
Yeah, talk to you later, Al.
George ZDX from Zulu 36 Tango.
So yeah, sounds like the band's in awesome shape tonight for the DX.
Vai um abraço, amigos João.
73, como é que as coisas estão por aí? CO4AN que lhe entrega, over.
CT1, Canadá, X-Ray, Delta.
So yeah, we're beaming west, and those guys are on the back. Some beautiful signals though.
September 9th. So I gotta sit here and look at these beautiful things sitting on my desk and I use it. So that just took the flame out of my candle, you know?
Yeah, and then you had, I don't know, I forgot which was Ponce or Diesel, whichever one it was, so. I know, it's a lot of things going on, Ed, so you gotta be strong, I guess. I'm dealing with a lot over here as well. The good news is your signal is, the band's a little up and down, but for the most part you were...
It's good news on the technical front.
Over.
She's unplugged it.
So that's good, thank you.
Plugged it back in.
Beginning of December,
Bingo. So yeah, good stuff. We can make some noise, guys. Right, let's get this bird swapped over. Or shall I say the radio swapped over. I'm just going to mute that. Oh, good job I did. So let's just volume down that, and let's see what's going on this one. I have to bring the volume in. And we'll work some satellites. So yeah, it's time to get serious. Yep, nice one, Nathan. Another score. Hardcore. Here we go, sat PC32 on the screen. And the bird is the word, and it's Tevel 2 coming at you right now from the north of Africa with a nice footprint. And let's find you a little bit of information as we get this bird coming in. So the frequency downlink at the current frequency is 436,410 and dropping, and the transmitting uplink is 145,966, 145,966 megahertz. So that's the uplink at the moment. That will vary slightly, but it doesn't vary much on an FM satellite. So in theory, you'll be able to keep your uplink transmission to 145,965, and that would be fine. Don't bother alter that. The reception wise would be with the one that you're altering. So as the bird approaches, it's going to start off at 436,410 megahertz, and as it gets nearer, it will drop down. So you want to adjust your receive frequency accordingly. Ideally, if you set your radio steps to 2.5 kilohertz, you can click down at 2.5 kilohertz at a time if you've got that kind of VFO. Depending on your operating setup. If you've got a VFO like mine, obviously I can just manually rotate it and tune down the frequency. But I'm automatically controlled using SAT-PC32, which is interfaced from my computer to a small G323 interface unit, which is situated on the top of the G5500 rotator box, plugged into the back of it, and connecting that to a USB connection serial port powered from the software from SAT-PC32, and that's how it all works. So that is controlling and steering the antenna into the right direction, which currently is 180 degrees, and you can hear something coming in. So it'll start to elevate as the satellite gets closer. Right now we're on 3 degrees, 4 degrees above the horizon. You're receiving something, as you can hear. So I'll get my microphone down, ready, and hopefully I won't wreck the place. There we go. Oh. We'll have a little try when it gets a bit nearer. So using low power, I'm only running maximum of 20 watts. You can easily get into the satellites really easy. You don't need much power at all. I do it on 5 watts from the handheld, and probably John M5 GFS will be running 5 watts. Hello G5STU, Stu. Hope you enjoy my satellite talk. Thanks for jumping on board, bud. Excuse me. So yeah, we're just messing around, and as you can hear, we've got a bird coming in. There he is, that's John. I noticed that this bird drops out a bit sometimes. That could be a squelch setting on the bird. As you can see, it's dropping out on John a little bit. But there again, I might not be receiving it so well at the minute. So it's Tevel number 2, FM. You can see the frequency on the screen on the satellite tracking software. There's a radio.
Echo Alpha 2, Mike 5 Juliet Fox Sierra, QSL. Mike 5 Juliet.
So yeah, the Echo Alpha 2 is obviously struggling, but it's directly overhead Spain at the minute. Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. So I got in there, didn't I, but dropped out.
Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra, India Zulu 6 Romeo Whiskey Delta.
India Zulu 6 Romeo Whiskey Delta, thanks. You're 59 Italy Oscar 93 Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra.
QSL, my friend, you're 59 in Juliet Nancy 7 Sure Hotel, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, beautiful copy, thanks very much. 73.
Thank you very much, 73.
Mike 0 Echo Alpha 3 Alpha Yankee Kilo 59 Juliet November 11.
Echo Alpha 3 Alpha Yankee Kilo. Thanks very much. You're 59 Italy Oscar 93 from M0YKS.
73, good luck.
73.
M0YKS.
M5 JFS Mike 5 Juliet Fox Sierra. You're 59 IO 93.
Mike,
I can hear him in there.
Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra Mike 5 Juliet. 59 Italy Oscar 90.
Roger, Roger, John, got your M5 JFS M0YKS. Thanks, 59 IO 93. Thank you.
Thank you, cheers mate. Echo Bravo. Echo Bravo 4 Alpha Delta Charlie. Nasho, good evening. 59 Italy Oscar 90. Mike 5 Juliet Fox Sierra. Nice to hear you on. 5 Juliet Fox Sierra. Echo Bravo 4 Alpha Delta Charlie.
So yeah, pretty good tonight on this particular FM bird. I won't hog it, I'll just let a few of us play and take a listen. We've got a few satellites coming up, so we've got plenty of activity lined up. Yeah, no problem, Stu, on the liking it and not trying it. Well, you can get on the FM birds pretty cheap. A couple of handhelds will do it, and a small little Yaga in your hand. So yeah, you can hear the Doppler shift screeching. Echo Bravo 3 Sierra Alpha, good evening, thank you very much. You're 5x9 in Italy Oscar 93 from M0YKS. Beautiful signal.
Roger, Simon, 5x9 in Juliet, November 11 in Barcelona, 73.
Thank you very much. Good evening to Barcelona. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
India Zulu 6 Romeo.
Good evening to my man W0 Oscar Kilo Echo Wookie. Ham Radio Outlet crew. So yeah, I've got a big signal there now.
Thank you, sir.
So up to S7.
Zulu 6 Romeo.
We generally just give 5-9 reports, regardless of signal strength.
Bravo 4 Alpha Delta Charlie, Mike 5 Juliet Foxtrot Sierra.
Zulu 6 Romeo Whiskey Delta QZ.
Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. So it's directly overhead now, so my antenna is actually not keeping up at this moment. It's actually spinning round a full rotation quickly as the bird's moving really fast. They travel about 7 miles per second. So yeah, you can imagine the difficulty keeping up with the bird that fast. Once it gets a little bit past, it'll slow down the movement of the antenna. I've got a better chance of locking on. So the overhead passes can be quite tricky, as daft as it sounds, because they move so fast. The rotator doesn't power it as fast as the satellite moves. You can actually run this rotator at 3 different speeds. I've got it set to the slow speed, but for the longer lifespan.
Mike 5 Juliet Fox Sierra Carl, good evening, you're 5-9 Italy Oscar 90.
Yeah, you like your CRF 250, same sort of thing.
73, thank you, have a good week.
Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra IL93. So we're still storming in there. So yeah, I've got obviously the satellite antennas. I'll give you a quick view. You've seen them before, but that's what we're running. So we've got the satellite antenna looking a little bit like that. Let's have a look. We've got a few more pictures. So yeah. So that's the setup.
PA1PA, Mike 5 Juliet Fox Sierra 5990.
So yeah, the weather's been good here. It's been the Harley Davidson rally today, and we're out on the KZ Kawasaki. So yeah, and probably 500 or 600 bikes and a nice 25-mile run local around the old mall tops with everybody. every red light and roundabout straight through. Yeah, cool. It was a good day. So yeah, it's been okay, a little bit of rain in between, but we're used to that. So yeah, that's Pat's just asking me. That's W0 Oscar Kilo Echo from Hamlet Radio Outlet in Oregon and Portland. Greetings to all the boys over there, and a good buddy of mine. Hello to Daniel M7BCE, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for jumping on, we're just working the birds. So that were a pretty good one, guys. Better keep an eye on the clock, otherwise we may miss another opportunity. So, righty-ho. So we're going to go for an SSB satellite now, guys. These are particularly cool. You can bring that down a bit. You can actually obviously travel a bit further distances. So it's not uncommon to work 3,000 miles. I've worked into US, so we've made it across the pond a few times. And not on this particular pass, obviously. So wherever you see in the footprint the circle that's illuminated, you have got an opportunity of making a contact. Obviously, the nearer the centre of the footprint, the stronger the signals usually are. So this particular pass is a particularly nice pass for me. It's coming up the western side of the United Kingdom. It will be travelling to my west, which is a very clear path for me. So I will have a decent signal almost straight away, and I'll get it all the way up across the North Pole. So I'll have a good session on this one. The negative side of it is there's not so many SSB satellite operators. So if you're watching the live stream and you satellite operator on SSB, let's have a chat. Give us a call. It's a SAT PC32 software I'm running, Stu, which is currently controlling the radio, the 847 that is, and the satellite rotator for the antenna. So that's why I can sit here with my hands and whoops, knock the camera and jiggle stuff about a little bit. So Jimbo's got it on. He's going to be listening to the bird. The bird is the word. And Jimbo, bird is the word, Jimbo. This is just for you, Jimbo. You know that. So yeah, we had some great fun there, Pat, on the motorcycle ride. I'd have showed you a few pictures, guys, but maybe I'll post them on the community page later. It was good fun. The bike's classic now, so historic bike, and no vehicle road tax or MOT required, just insurance. So that was good. So I only got it back on the road yesterday, officially. So yeah, nice one, Tommy. And nice to see you in there. Italy Zulu 6 Romeo Whiskey Delta, thanks very much for the QSO on Tevel 3 FM satellite, very nice copy. Right now we're going to work this SSB one, so thanks for jumping on, Tommy, from Italia, and very nice signal, by the way. So we'll see whether we're getting into the bird. Not quite yet. I'm a little bit dry actually, should have got some more coffee. Oh, I've still got a bit. It's okay riding motorbikes, but I've probably got a mouthful of green flies. Yeah, we're in there. So you can hear the Doppler creeping in there as the satellite's approaching. It's currently at a distance of 1,850 miles, and it's at a height of 575. We're at just over 10 degrees elevation. So let's have a listen. Now we're on 145 downlink now, so opposite, and 435 uplink. You can see the frequency at the top of the screen if you want to take a listen. So it's the 145 downlink that I'm doing. I'm not altering my uplink, but it will auto adjust to compensate wherever I decide to operate from. CQ, 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 CQ SAT, Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra, Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra, Italy Oscar 93 listening. So I can just hear my voice coming up there. CQ, 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 CQ sat, Mexico 0, Yankee, Kilo, Sierra. Mexico 0, Yankee, Kilo, Sugar calling. CQ sat, CQ, CQ JR97 from Italy Oscar 93, Mike 0, Yankee, Kilo, Sierra. Yeah, I think this frequency is slightly out a couple of hertz. This radio, should I say, jumbo, so I won't worry. Yeah, this is a linear transponder. I hear him in there. Mexico 5, Juliet Fox Sierra, Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sugar. Good evening, you're 5x9, IO 93. Nice to hear you, over. Yeah, Roger, I got most of that. You faded a little bit, but I got most of it. So very nice signal. I know you're only running a few watts, and a good copy from Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sugar. Catch you in a bit, John.
There we go.
That's better.
No worries, Simon. Yeah, I think I'll go back indoors now and catch up with you on the live stream while I get on with anything that's in the ready for school. I've got one more week of a holiday to go, but still got a few things to get ready. Anyway, catch you later, 73, thanks for the call.
Yeah, no worries, John. You came up nicely there. You were solid 5 and 5, and I actually went back last Tuesday, so I'm getting reconditioned. I'm back into it already, and done a lot of interviews and stuff, and I'm on the enrolling next week, so it's all go, but not to worry. It's better than well, I had a good summer, so I'm not complaining. Catch you later. 73, beautiful copy on that one. Yeah, bye bye. So yeah, it's coming through nice. Let's move up a bit so we don't clash. So the good thing about this bird is you've got much more bandwidth to work. QRZ satellite, this is Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra. Mike 0, Yankee Kilowatt Sugar. So I'm going to turn the mic off a minute, let you listen to my pure audio from the bird. It disappeared. CQ satellite, Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra. Mexico 0, Yankee Kilowatt Sugar, listening. So I've got a little bit of fade there from next door's house. The current angle's only 30 degrees, so once it moves a few more degrees higher from west, I'll be okay again. There you go. QRZ sat, Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra.
Mexico 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra. Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sugar, IO 93 listening. Oscar 29 Alpha Radio. Alpha Radio.
Yeah, I just lost you a little bit. Just go again with the locator square, please, and the name. My name is Simon, over. Okay, thanks very much. Catch you again on another path from Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sugar. Good night. QRZ, Mexico 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra, listening. QRZ. Mexico 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. Mexico 0 Yankee Kilowatt Sugar. Italy Oscar 93. Near a weak signal, but not quite clear enough to work. I'm not sure if someone's calling, you're a little bit light on me. Try again, Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. QRZ, Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. Italy Oscar 93. Mexico 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. Mike 0 Yankee Kilowatt Sugar. Mexico 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. CQ SAT. So we're at a range of 1700 miles now away, 12 degrees above the Earth. Mexico 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. CQ satellite, over. So yeah, probably getting a bit tricky to pull anybody back. QRZ, Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. I can still hear myself getting in there. A bit low. So I'll just back that down a little bit. So yeah, 1 or 2 stations there, so thanks to everybody who called through the bird if you're watching the YouTube live stream on the JO97 SSB satellite. So thanks very much indeed. So that was a bit of fun. I'm not too sure what the chat's saying, there's a lot of chat in there. Oh, we've got Ronan in there from Scotland. How are you doing, Ronan? Nice to see you on the live stream. Greetings. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Hope all is well in Scotland. And I'm not sure if you're back at work yet or going back. How much am I running power? I'm just running the same power as what I am on the FM birds. These 847s don't particularly put out high power on 77s on the sat bands. I think it's 20 watts maximum, so only what the radio runs, and I don't run any amplifiers or anything like that. So you can get pre-amplifiers obviously to enhance the signal. The masthead type are the best because they amplify the signal directly from the antenna before it goes through the coax, and they're the ones to go for if you're thinking about it. Or you can get bandpass filters in line with your feed, which will also cut out any unwanted harmonics created by other radio emissions and things like that. So they're all cheap options. The masthead filters aren't particularly cheap, but the bandpass filters are not as bad. I've got none of that. I'm just running raw with the 847 and a couple of decent antennas. Really, that's what makes it fun for me. So obviously antennas are quite essential. So that was a Tevel JO97 on SSB linear transponder. So John McBride's on the chat, and he says he's also got an FT847, very good radios, and obviously excellent for the satellite use, and quite nice and good on all the other bands obviously, but I just use mine solely for satellite operation. So yeah, back to work last week. Oh well, never mind Ronan, you're like me, I went back last week as well. So yeah, good stuff. So hopefully I've not missed anything too much on the chat, and I'm just killing time as we'll work for the next bird, which is going to be for me. I'm not sure if we've got, I think 6 is active, Tevel, but I'm probably going to go, because let's look at the footprints. We've got a 33 degrees Tevel 7 and a 33 degrees Tevel 6, but I'm not sure if out of the 2 which is currently active. I'll just try to check on the status. Let's have a quick look. So 6 is supposed to be active, and 7 is supposed to be active. What did I say were coming? So we've got 6 and 7, so we've got a choice. I suppose I could try them now first, and then switch over to RS44. So we'll do that then. So just double check that, just to make sure. No, we've got a shot of either of them. The snag with these birds is they tend to come all at once, so we haven't got much options, and then you do actually get a clash of transmissions. So you may hear signals coming through the first satellite, which will be in this case Tevel 7, and then signals will start coming through the next one, which will be Tevel 8, because the position of that one is just, no, it's not there, that's not that one. Hang on a minute, I'm not on the right thing, let's have a look. So that's 6. I've jiggled all my satellite stuff around a little bit, so that's 7, and that one there is 8, so they're together. Those two are both exactly the same, there's no movement of position, so you're going to get a mix match of signals. So I've been looking at the AMSAT update, or basically operational page. It's called AMSAT Oscar Satellite Status page. I'm looking at that currently, and it says that both Tevel 6 and 7 are active. Well, I suspect that only one of them is, and it's difficult to tell which one it is because they're both in the same position. That's what I suspect. Could be talking rubbish, but we'll find out. So we should get one coming through, and then straight away after that we're going to be looking at the RS-44 one, which is coming up there. So that's the one I'm going to be more interested in, because it'll be much more contacts available, probably wider bandwidth, bigger footprint. So that particular satellite is much higher in orbit than the other ones. It's 191 above the Earth, as opposed to a couple of hundred. So it's got a bigger footprint. So that's the one I'm going to be waiting for. But in the meantime, on that one, that's 8, and that one is 7. So we'll go for number 7 and see why we receive that one. So I'm just going to turn the volume back up slightly. I'll put the squelch on. So we'll get that set and we'll just squelch up whilst we're waiting for that one to approach. So yeah, a little bit of a different live stream coming at you tonight, guys and girls. Thanks for joining me. It's coming at you live and direct from the shack of M0YKS. Hello! And yeah, we're just playing around with these FM satellites at the moment, and the SSB ones, and obviously we've got the HF on. So we may check that out, but who knows? It might not be a HF night tonight, it might be a satellite night. So yeah, a lot of comments on the chat. Don't be shy, jump on board, and if you're new and you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a little button which it's usually on the bottom of the video, and it tells you a little bit about how you get on the chat. You just click on it and you can see what everybody's saying. I'm just reading John's post. So yeah, it's a fickle satellite, it says, number 7. So we'll see what whether we hear anything. I know what you mean. Quite often I don't hear anything on these FM sats, so sometimes they're on, sometimes they're off. Some of them are obviously temperamental, but you know, you've got to try. If you don't try, you don't know. So yeah, good stuff. So it's coming into range shortly. Currently we're waiting, we've got 3 minutes on the clock, and you can see the position there. So on the bottom of the page, I'll just move this up a little bit if I can. I can't actually move that up, but on the bottom of the SAT PC32, it gives you the orbit number and the approaching time and the countdown and so forth. The maximum elevation of this particular satellite is going to be 34 degrees, so that means my antenna is going to move up to 34 degrees above the horizon, which is probably something a little bit slightly less than that angle there. So that's what we're going to be using, and it comprises of a transmitting antenna and a receiving antenna. And the big one on this situation is going to be the one that I'm transmitting on. That's a 145 X beam. It's a full loop fed array, so a double loop fed, so you've got a vertical and a horizontally polarized loop fed array. So it's classed as an X beam. Puts out a fair bit of gain, very directional, and it's an inner-ove antenna, so it's a pretty good one. And it's circular polarized. I haven't got a switching system in line to switch it from vertical or horizontal. I simply transmit in a circular polarized pattern, both horizontal and vertical at the same time. And the same affair applies to the antenna to the other side, which is the 30 element, 15 vertical, 15 horizontal. That's an Oscar 437 SAT antenna with a double feed point coming from a balun. And again, that's put in circular polarized pattern. So that is the antenna system that I'm using. You can see it there, obviously another view. Like I say, difficult to get hold of. The inner one's the nearest one you can pick them up, but the Oscar 437, I've had that one since 2005, so I'm not sure if you can get hold of that one anymore. I used to use half of it, but because it was so big. But now I've moved the antenna, it's not quite as convenient, but it's more maintainable, and I've been able to add the full antenna because I've got more room. So that's the setup there as we wait for these satellites. So just a little bit of information, and I haven't got actually a live view of the Yargies, John. I could actually do that with another camera, but it'd be a bit tricky because it's dark outside, so very dark. Local time is 11 o'clock in the evening, 23:01, and the sun set a few hours ago, so obviously it's dark. But you can see the grey line on the screen. Anywhere within the yellow upside down U shape where the satellite currently is in darkness, and anywhere left or right of the yellow is in daylight, and we've been in darkness for quite a while now, so there you go. I can chat some rubbish, can't I? But anyway, we're almost here, so I've managed to keep the old conversation rolling. And yeah, it is like fishing actually. Jimbo says it's like fishing. I actually see it as fishing, Jimbo, and that's exactly how I see it. You never know what you're going to catch. You never know if you're going to catch anything. Sometimes you don't catch a sausage, but other times you get a lot, so you know, you can never guarantee, but it's really good fun. So yeah, no problem, Stu, glad you got it worked out. And Jimbo did actually come in with something there, so Jimbo, yay, Jimbo. Right, so back to the shack, and as you can see, we are waiting for this one. So what do I think to the Chinese space station? Yeah, well, it has actually got one on board. There is information saying that there is a Chinese space station transponder. I think there's quite a few different possibilities, but I just don't think it's currently switched on for general use. Maybe Chinese radio amateurs have got access, but I'm not too sure. Currently looked it up a few times, tracked it a few times, put the frequencies within my radio to monitor the odd thing, but not heard much. But a lot of the time the orbital path has been difficult. It hasn't actually been in our direction. So there you go. So we've got South Australia in there, Victor Kilo 5 Mike Sierra Alpha. So will it be good morning to South Australia? Hope you're having a lovely day, and thank you very much for jumping on board the Satellite Madness here from the shack of M0YKS. Sunday night ham radio check-in, not chicken, check-in. We had chicken earlier actually, that was nice, but anyway, that's another story. So as the footprint closens, let's check the noise of the bird. Gives me a chance to stop talking nonsense. Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. So there's two choices here, like I said, Tele 7 and 8, they're both in the same position. So we're in luck. That's number 8. And that's number 7, there's no difference, it doesn't even move. Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra, M0YKS listening. So I'm using a number 3 size hook and a live bait as we cast the rod. Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra listening. Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. I can hear some faint voices in there now. Maybe I can, or maybe it's just imagination. Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra listening. Definitely something there. So I noticed a couple of these birds are not quite as strong in signal, so they've got to get a bit closer for them to operate. So this one's probably the one that does it. There's that many of them, it gets a bit confusing, of the Tevel ones. Made in Israel. So yeah, nice one, I think, for the university. So they're doing a good job. Obviously it's great to get the opportunity to work these satellites, so we appreciate all the hard work that goes into it.
Echo Bravo 3 Sierra Alpha.
Echo Bravo 3 Sierra Alpha, good evening. You're 5x9 in India Oscar 93, Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. Bingo.
Okay, Simon, good evening. Nice to meet you again. You 5x9 in Juliet November 11 in Barcelona. Roger.
Yeah, Roger, nice to get you on this one, and got you on the live stream as well. So good copy. Thank you very much. 73.
Okay, many thanks. Good evening. Sorry, portable.
So yeah, not bad. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm just reading a chat there. Let's have a look, see whether we can get anybody else. So it's coming through reasonable. I'm not sure whether it's 7 or 8. Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra IO 93 listening.
Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra.
I heard you calling, just missed the call. Try again, please. QLZ Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sugar. I heard the Spanish station, but I didn't quite get the full call. I should know it really, to be fair. Most of these guys are regular operators. But I'm not actually using my log proper at night. So I seem to be recommending it with 4K still. It's not hearing much activity coming back down. Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra Italy Oscar 93 listening. Mexico 0 Yankee Kilowatt Sugar IO 93 CQ SAT. Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra calling satellite over. Mexico 0 Yankee Kilo Sugar. So yeah, we've got it. I think safe to say John's right, it's a bit temperamental, but obviously with a decent antenna you can hammer in there. So let's just go back to what I was really wanted to have a go on. So I'm going to move now. You'll see the red light flashing on top of the green illuminated controller for the rotator. That's a little G32 232 unit, an interface which I picked up. It's a Chinese interface actually, it's really good. Got recommended by a Chinese amateur radio satellite operator who watched the video and commented a couple of years ago, said why don't I try this, so I did, and very reasonable price, and yeah, it plugs straight into the back of the rotator box, moving the antennas where I like reading the software. So you can see the red light flashing. It's currently moving it into position for RS-44, which is Russian Sputnik 44, coming in at a height of 1189, at a range of 2,138 miles away, and we should be hearing something. John loves this one. This is for 101 blog. He loves the voices changing frequency. QRZ, Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. So I'm a bit quiet at the minute. Excuse me. Mexico 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra Mike 0, Yankee Kilowatt Sugar, in Italy Oscar 93, over.
Mexico 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra, Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra. Good morning, 57 Juliet Oscar 30.
QSL Juliet Oscar 30, and thank you for 57. I just need the call again, and you're a great signal. My name is Simon, over.
Roger, Simon. Now it's better 59. Delta Juliet 7 Zulu Zulu. Name Tom, QTHCF Frankfurt, near the city of Frankfurt, Roger.
Yeah, QSL Hans, well, you're cracking through, sounding great, like a local. Hi. Have a lovely evening, and nice to meet you on RS44. Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sugar. Good night.
Yes, good night, and I would say good morning, local time here in Germany, 11 minutes past midnight. So, 73, have a nice start in the week. Good luck, Simon. See you again. A pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much, Hans. Oh, well, don't stay up too late, hi, and lovely pass. Catch you again on another one. It's been a real pleasure. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
So, yeah, that's a good example of the difference, obviously. You can have a lengthy QSO. So, yeah, very nice. So, I'll move up the band a bit. I can't go too far up or I'll be out of the bandwidth. QRZ satellite, Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra. Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra. Mexico 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra. Italy Oscar 93 listening. CQRS44, CQ satellite, Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra. Mexico 0, Yankee Kilo Sugar, calling from Italy Oscar 93 and listening.
Hello, Simon. Golf 1 Alpha Kilo, right?
Yeah, good evening, Phil. Nice signal as usual, mate. I hope all is well. Hope you've had a lovely weekend. And yeah, it's a very nice copy tonight. Good path over. 59IO93.
Yeah, 59 Italy Oscar 83. Yeah, we've been to the Cheshire, well, we can call it Cheshire, Shropshire Steam Fair, and a lot of other stuff this weekend. Go ahead.
Ah, Roger, excellent. I've been venturing as well, so I went to the Harley Davidson rally, which is up here in Baildon Village. There's about 600 bikes or so, and a few thousand folk turning out. So I got my old classic KZ out, took that up and showed them what a proper bike looks like, Phil. Roger?
Oh, Roger, okay, yeah.
Well, there's quite a few big bikes there, actually. There's a CB77, all the stuff that I used to work on when I was serving my time. CBX, we did the first couple of them at Yaprodiums in Warrington. Yeah, we enjoyed the bikes. A few too many memories. Those things are worth too much money now. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, I knew you liked your bikes because I've seen it on QRZ, and obviously, you know, I like mine as well. I've got a couple of old KZs, and I've had them for, well, I've had one for about 30, 40 years, and the other one for about 20 odd years. So I like the old ones, and yeah, it's great to get them back out. But yeah, lovely to go to see anything like that. I like the steam stuff, and I recently visited Worth Valley Railway, which was also good fun. But yeah, fantastic copy tonight, really good clear signal, and we're live and direct via the YouTube as well, over.
Roger, yeah. We're right over my head at the minute. I might be catching up at Rivy Barn. Did I get up there?
Say that again, that last question.
Did I get up to Rivington Barn?
No, I've not been there. Whereabouts is that?
Rivington Pike, where the TV antenna is. You're not that far away, are you? You're on the other side of the M62, aren't you?
Yeah, maybe I call it something else. You mean up by Home Moss?
Phil, are you there out to 9AR? Yeah, Roger Carston, go ahead. Yeah, if you don't know it, 6 or 7 kcs down, Nina is Tango Fox DL2 GRC and HP93, if you don't know it. HP93, right, we'll give that one a go in a minute, guys. Thanks, Carston. Yeah, Roger, 7-3, I was just letting you know if you didn't hear her. No, I didn't know she was there. Okay, cheers. Yes, Papa.
Yeah, another nice signal.
Yeah, do you want to give that one a go, Simon? It's Nina. She's in Tango Foxtrot.
Yeah, Roger, I'll have a listen down then and see if we can pick her up. Nice one, Phil. Catch you again, buddy. Have a lovely bank holiday.
Yes, you too. Yeah, you do it first. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll see if I can find her.
Cheers, mate. Delta, Juliet 700 JO.
I'll find her first. Not going to be that far down. That must be in there. Are we on this frequency? Oh yeah.
Yeah, what was the QR again, sorry?
Hotel 93. Hotel 93 is in southwestern Iceland.
Tango Fox stroke Delta Lima 2 Golf Radio Charlie Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra.
Sugar Queen 9 Delta Alpha Sierra Papa 9 Delta Alpha.
So yeah, we heard her. Not the easiest copy. Mexico 0 Yankee Kilo Sugar. Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sugar. I'm hearing myself, but obviously I'm not hearing her too strong now. Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. Roger, Roger, thank you very much for 5x9 and lovely to work you on RS44. 59 Italy Oscar 93 from Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. Good night. Pretty good, pretty tricky one. So Iceland. So you can see the footprints covered nicely anyway. Should probably be getting a bit stronger as the bird gets into that direction. So yeah, Jimbo's going to show me some pictures out of that bike, which I'll look forward to seeing. Jimbo! And hopefully we'll have a look at that and enjoy. So yeah, I'm full of motorcycle adrenaline, fresh air, a bit too much some may say. And that was a pretty good pass of RS44 satellite birds. So we've got a few more birds a few birds of the word. Let's have a quick look and see which one are currently going to be workable. Just check the AMSAT status. So number 5's a no-no. And coming up on the screen we have 6, 5 and 4. So the choices of those, 6 is a yes, 5's a no, 4's a no. So there we go, that simply answers that. So what am I looking at? I'm looking at the AMSAT status page. We're going to go for number 6, which currently is S on my tab. So we'll see whether we can get any we'll see if we can get anywhere on this one as I'll back the volume down a little bit. So it's an FM satellite again. You can see the frequencies on the top of the screen. which match the radio that I'm using, which is the Yaesu FT847, as they call Earth Station, satellite radio configured, and quite an old radio. I've owned it for, well, it's been in the use of myself since 2005, so quite a long time. Still going strong. Don't overly transmit for long periods of time on it, so I don't suppose it gets as much use as a HF normal radio, even though it does HF. Obviously my overs are fairly quick on satellite usually, but not on the SSB ones. As you can see, I could have a in-depth conversation quite easily with my friend who was over near Liverpool. That was a station, that was his location, and then obviously there were European guys coming in, and Iceland. So let's see if we can pick up anything on this one. Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra Italy Oscar 93 CQ satellite, over. Roger, Roger, Echo Alpha 1 Papa Alpha, nice to hear you again. Buenos noches, 59 IO 93, over. Scratcher. So yeah, not particularly massive signal on this one. I'm just going to see where the others are out of curiosity. So we are operating on number 6. That's number 5. And that one's number 4. We'll go back to 6. Just check the frequencies nearby, because you can, by doing this, you can see whether or not the others are transmitting, but it doesn't sound like it. Yeah, I'm not getting in at the minute, hearing much. So yeah, this is probably the weakest one we've had so far tonight. So I'm not doing too well on that one, but we did make a contact into Spain on it, but obviously not particularly hammering in at the moment, unfortunately. I'll just have a quick band check, make sure we're not hearing any others. Don't believe so. So I'll keep monitoring it. I am getting in there, I'm opening it, as you can hear, but you can hear the Doppler shifting. But I once said it were really workable. So when I hear the signal so weak like that, you've got to make a sensible decision, and there's no point in having a go, because obviously other people might be getting it better than what you are. So if I start calling and I'm not really receiving particularly well, I become a pain in the backside for someone. So it's called QRMing really, isn't it? So I don't bother do that. If the signal's weak, we'll give it a miss. And that one's pretty weak. So that's not been a bad run. Looking on the board now, we have got quite a bit of waiting now if we want to continue with that kind of stuff. Well, we've got TEVL 3 and 2 coming up, but that's in about 40 minutes. So a bit of time for that, and looking at the clock, it's quite late. So I don't know how long we've been on for, but time does travel when you're having fun. So I'll probably take a bit of shortwave listening for 5 to 10 minutes, but I'm not going to bother calling out, because it's too late to start a pile up and all that kind of affairs. If I would, who do I think I am? But I'm just going to have a quick listen. So hope you've enjoyed this little different evening, live and direct from the shack tonight, and it's all been good fun for me, obviously. A little bit different with the satellites. Try to explain as much as I can, simplify it where possible. It's not that complicated. A lot of people think it's very difficult, but it isn't. Obviously if you use the 2 handhelds and the arrow antenna, like I've mentioned previously, that is a cheap option to get into it. I originally started off with the IO antenna. Look that one up. I have actually got a website as well as a blog, obviously a YouTube channel. If you check out my website, you'll find it via qrz.com. There's a download page. On that page I've got drawings and dimensions on how to build your own IO antenna, which is very simple, and they're a small antenna you can hold in your hand. It simply looks like the word IO. You've got a large loop with a reflector for 145 and a smaller loop with a reflector for 435, we'll say. So 2 antennas in one, 2 separate feeders, one to one handle, one to the other, transmission and reception, and you're on the bands working the FM birds. Obviously for a few of you that's got 2 SSB radios, you can do it the same way. You can either configure it. If it doesn't have the forgot what it's called, where you can receive simultaneously full duplex, then you can use 2 separate transceivers, one for transmitting, one for receiving. For those of you that have got the radios capable of full duplex, where you can receive and transmit without it nulling the reception, obviously that's what I'm using. So that's the difference in equipment. I've seen people doing it with the small Chinese cheap 20 quid handhelds, 2 of them, and booming into the birds with a homemade antenna. So you don't need much, and it'd be great to hear a few of you on the satellites, on the birds is the words, and we'll have a chat. So give it a go, and I hope you've enjoyed tonight. Thanks for watching. So I'm not going just yet. I'm going to just have a quick have a look on the HF spectrum before we switch off. So I'll just put that radio on, and we will try not to knock the camera too much. Just have a quick listen on the HF bands and see what DX we can hear. I may call the odd one, but I won't be staying on long, probably another 10 minutes or so. So let's bring the volume on, and I shall let you listen to some HF, hopefully.
Vacation made. I bought 3 of those things. I bought 2 of them new over the years, and I bought 1 used. And
so thanks for jumping on board, by the way, to the Earth chat. And yeah, we do it more Sundays where possible.
When you change bands, so I agree with you 100%.
Rick Fox 1, Sierra Hotel X-Ray.
And Jimbo, yay!
Okay, Fox 1 Hotel Sierra X-Ray. Thanks for your call. This is Whiskey Golf 3 Charlie. My name's George. I'm in Maryland. Go ahead.
So yeah, what you should do is you get the same antenna on one boom. So if you build the IO, put them on the same single boom, just like the arrow antenna, you can have both either on the same polarized flat position, or you can have one into an X shape, one flat, one horizontal. Same with any Yagi as well, they both work. I find that vertical transmission on a Yagi for 145 to upwards is a good one for the space station, and horizontal reception on 435, that's a good one for the space station. So transmit vertically, receive horizontally. Yeah, and like John says, you only need to alter the reception, like I said earlier, the downlink. Leave the uplink fixed. For example, 145.990 for the space station, and adjust the 437 downlink from 810 in 2.5 kilohertz steps right down to 437.990, is it? No. 437, yeah, 790, sorry, yeah.
PD 0 Delta Charlie Hotel, go ahead.
So yeah, thanks to everybody around the world that's jumped on the stream. There's been loads of you.
Yeah,
so
real good,
appreciate
Corey. Well, great to hear you again. I see we've worked many times.
Worldwide.
Last time was in October of 2023 on 10 meters. You're 5 and 5 here to the state of Maryland, okay? Yeah, I'm in the state of Maryland. State of Maryland. Mike Delta, roger. Yeah, real good, Core. Okay, well, listen, I'm going to get ready and get out of here. The XYL just come home, but we'll say 7-3. You take care, be safe. 7-3 for now. Whiskey Golf 3 Charlie. Bye-bye.
Mexico 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra.
Mexico 0, was it Yankee Kilo Sierra? Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, thanks. I know you want to get off. Whiskey Golf 3 Charlie, you're a very nice signal. My name is Simon, and I'm in Yorkshire, England. You're 5x9, over.
Okay, Simon, well, you're a good 5 and 7. 5 and 7 and good audio here. And, wow, looks like we worked many times, too. The last time was in June, but also on 10 meters there. Go ahead.
Ah, great. Just remind me of your name. I missed the name.
The name is George. Go ahead.
Ah, yeah, I did hear you say it, George. I was just distracted and I forgot to write it down. Thanks, George. Yeah, lovely to work you here again, and I won't keep you too long, because I know you said the your good ladies arrived, but you're cracking through, sounding fantastic. Got 200 watts on an FT DX101 MP into a Crushcraft MA5B in your direction, George, and it's around about coming up to 11:30 in the evening.
Yeah, real good. Well, I'm running its little brother. I'm running the Yaesu FTDX10, about 800 watts and 2 active elements on this band. Okay, Simon, thanks for the new contact, and hopefully we'll get to hear you again soon. Take care, be safe, and have a good week. Whiskey Golf 3 Charlie, 7-3.
Yeah, thanks very much, George, and we'll look for you again. Have a lovely rest of the weekend also. W3C and M0YKS now. Time for bed, I think. 73, George.
Was there a Golf India 1 Papa Oscar real quick? Go ahead.
So yeah, nice contact there, obviously. So what's that, Nathan?
Golf India 1 Golf India Oscar, is that right? Okay, I got it that time, Brian. Sorry about that. Golf India 1 Golf Papa Oscar.
Yeah,
anyway, you're about 5 and 5 here to Maryland.
Sounds like you've all had
a
good time there, chatting away. So that were a nice contact with George. Very strong signal.
We always enjoy contacts like this, and when it goes 5-9
so I've not got any filters on tonight
it's not
at all.
a great contact, so I really enjoy it. That's what I've been doing for the last 65 years. So anyway, John, my pleasure, and I really appreciate the call. ON 8 Echo India from K2UQT.
Very nice signal there. Let's see if we can find anything a little bit more exotic.
As smoothly as this one did. I was going to... I do an extensive amount of gardening here.
Yeah, great to hear you again. I trust all is well, kiddo.
Yeah, it's all well, thank you. And you got great audio too, bud.
Zulu Bravo calling CQ20.
Yeah, this is Whiskey Papa for Sierra Bravo.
Okay, I heard a Sierra in the call. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're 5-9 here in Puerto Rico. Whiskey Papa 4 Sierra Bravo Hotel.
So Puerto Rico.
Nada, pero tú le estás dando. Dígame. Que digo yo que seguro lo hizo.
So yeah, very nice signals coming in as we get to the end of the stream, and I get to the kettle, have a drink of coffee. Yeah. Luckily I've got the day off tomorrow. It's bank holiday Monday here in the UK, so I'm going to sleep in a bit. Oh, what really? I'm too worried about missing some DX.
Das ist traurig, weil die Natur beschützt unsere Gesundheit, ja, die Natur gibt uns diesen Sauerstoff, und wenn wir alles kaputt machen, dann werden wir
So,
noch mehr krank,
I think that's a
mehr
German signal.
Probleme
Whoops.
haben und die
Very
Natur
nice
wird
anyway.
kaputt. Ja, deswegen
I'll just quickly give you some 17 where we started the night. Obviously the digimod is in there. So I only turned it on here so I could demonstrate my filter. You see my finger? Are you ready? So that's just on noise reduction number 1. Turn it on, there you go. Obviously I've got lots of settings, but I just generally put the first one on. It does it enough.
And it does freeze here. We're on the Florida-Georgia border, so last year, the week of Christmas, we had temperatures down in the teens and never got above freezing for about 5 days, which was I've got about 30 outdoor.
So 17 metres open and alive. About 15. Let's see if the late night DX is coming through on 15, but it doesn't seem like it, to be fair. A little bit noisy on there. But you know, it's always worth a try. So the band of the night has got to be 20 metres HF wise for DX.
Here into South Florida. You already know that I'm in Marion County, so fantastic signal, my friend. Back to you.
Oh, very good, Albert. So strange, really. You picked 20 dB over S9 on that last transmission. And it's so strange how the band will change. You
Sounds
know?
like the Caribbean.
You could be calling me and I'm not hearing you, and then all of a sudden you're booming
Just turn around, turn it slightly
at least 15
more
dB
west.
over S9, and then you come back and you're 20 dB over S9. And yeah, really, you're 262, yes you say. You're down there in Marion County, there in Florida. And my beam is still going up 315, but you're absolutely booming in here this evening, Albert. Thank you so much, my friend, for stopping by.
I forgot your call sign. I know you put it on. I can't remember them all. Sorry. I will remember it eventually. Malcolm, Angler, and Taurus. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much,
for the good feedback. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining me.
Yankee Victoria, Victor Papa, 9 Italy, November. 73 Albert.
So that's Bermuda. So yeah, we've got Bermuda.
Okay, I've got November 9.
Italy Tango 9, Delta Oscar Radio.
November 9, Foxtrot Delta Echo.
Yes, good evening, William. Nice to meet you for the first time out of La Crosse County there. 59 plus, William, 59 plus. Beautiful signal into the island here this evening. Cheers, Al.
Yeah, Roger, Alan. Thank you very much for coming back to
so yeah, I've worked Alan before. He's in Bermuda.
Bravo, India, Lima. We're located near La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Radio 7, Tango, Germany.
Western edge of Wisconsin. And you have a beautiful signal yourself, very loud coming into the station here this afternoon. 5 and 9 are better, and so no problem on the copy. Lots of people working you, so I know you want to move along, but thank you very much for coming back to the call, sir.
Very good, William. Bill, just a beautiful transmission. They're up to about 10 dB over S9 at that time, and that's absolutely
so yeah, it's not
beautiful.
as strong as what it has been in the past. I've had him way over S9. Tonight he's hitting about an S8. Still very nice, but a bit of QSB, so more favourable to North America at the minute. But it'll probably change, and I would imagine it'll be pretty stronger next half an hour. Mexico 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra. Worth a try.
Radio 7, Tango, Germany. Radio 7, Tango, Germany.
Okay, Whiskey 7, Bravo.
So yeah, very nice to hear Bermuda. I'm not going to continue trying because I've worked them a whole heap of times. I'll let a few guys that have not worked Bermuda have their luck. Obviously if he's not as busy, I'll give him a shout, but great guy. But obviously let the others have a go. Whoops, I don't know what's happened with the camera. So it must be the time to DX off, I reckon. Maybe the battery's gone flat, who knows. Anyway,
Only Charlottesville I know.
it's my cue to get out of here, I would say.
As opposed to Charlotte,
I
North
reckon.
Carolina. Yeah, it's
So,
Charlottesville.
just one more time.
Jimbo! What are you doing over there? Are you there or are you here? I'm not sure what's
And
going
that's
on.
going to be about it from me. So yeah, I'm going to drop the volume down. And I don't know where my other camera disappeared to. Decided that it's had enough. Fair enough. I think it will. Maybe actually I've got it sussed. It's M3 Tango Lima upstairs. She's got a remote control for my camera. So she's like that. I've had enough of that guy talking. So she's probably knocked it off. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this stream. I'll just see if it is back on. No, it's not. So yeah, I could be right, you never know. Technology's good. Oh no, there it is. So, we'll catch up with you guys later. And yeah, as ever, thank you very much for joining the M0YKS Sunday night check-in. Not chicken, check-in. I had chicken actually, like I said earlier. Went to the local curry house in, obviously with north of Bradford, so that means there's plenty of good curry houses in this vicinity. And I had the nicest meal with M3TLL, that's why she's not too angry with me. So, on that note, I'm going to say good night, stay safe, look after yourselves, have fun. Just like Jimbo says, make at least one contact every day if you can. Jimbo! And hopefully we'll work again soon. So if you want to know anything about satellites, we'll obviously talk about it on another stream. We'll do some HF again, and I'll catch you soon. So M0YKS is now clear, and off to get a coffee and publish some serious Zeds after riding that Kawasaki Air. So I'll see you later, people. Thanks a lot, and have fun on the bands.
Germany, Romeo 7 Toronto, Guatemala, go and standing by. Standing by, November 2, Bravo Oscar Charlie. Bravo Oscar Charlie, Bravo Oscar Charlie again. November 2, Bravo Oscar Charlie, QSL. November 2, Bravo Oscar Charlie. November 2, Bravo Oscar. $600 for it. I thought it was a pretty good deal. You know,